Contesting a will. If you think you've been unfairly left out of a will, you may be eligible to make a testator's family maintenance claim, otherwise known as a Part 4 claim. A Part 4 claim is an application made to the Supreme Court for provision to be made from a deceased estate. There are a few things to consider prior to making a Part 4 claim. Who can make a Part 4 claim? You need to prove that you are an eligible person pursuant to the Administration and Probate Act. The list of eligible persons includes, but is not limited to, the following people: a spouse or domestic partner of the deceased, a child of the deceased, including biological, adopted and stepchildren, a former spouse or domestic partner of the deceased with an unresolved family law action, a registered caring partner of the deceased, and a dependent grandchild of the deceased. Time restrictions. There is a time limit of 6 months from the date of the grant of probate for a Part 4 claim to be made. It is possible to apply to the court for an extension of time, but the court will only consider these applications in very limited circumstances. What will the court consider when determining a Part 4 claim? The court must firstly be satisfied that the claimant is an eligible person, and secondly, that the will maker had a moral duty to provide for the claimant. The court has broad discretion when making this assessment and will take into consideration several factors, including the terms of the deceased's will, any other evidence about the deceased's intentions concerning the claimant, the nature of the relationship between the deceased and the claimant, the size and nature of the estate, any obligations of the deceased to the claimant and the beneficiaries of the estate, the financial circumstances of the claimant and the other beneficiaries, the age and health of the claimant, any contribution made by the claimant to the deceased's estate, any benefits previously given by the deceased to the claimant, the character and conduct of the claimant, and any other matter the court considers relevant. Based on the assessment of evidence, the court will then decide whether to make an order for provision to the claimant from the deceased estate.